So this video is going to be the intro to the video. This video is on my attempt to get soy-free steak at the Ibero Hotel in Riviera Maya. So I want to preface this by saying, before I came to this hotel, I called the hotel and I talked to the people who run the hotel on the phone, and I said, I have a serious allergy, an autoimmune disorder. I need to only eat ribeye, salt and water. It's the only thing I can consume. I cannot consume vegetable oil, butter, anything else. It makes me react. I cannot consume it. Will it be possible for me to have ribeye available as much as I need 24/7 without soy or any of this stuff? And they said, yes, we are the Ibero Hotel. We can do anything. And I said, are you sure? I have a very severe autoimmune disorder. I am incredibly neurotic. This is unlike any request you've probably ever had before. If you cannot do this, it is completely acceptable. I will simply find another hotel. No hard feelings. I do not want to be in Mexico and be expecting soy-free ribeye and to have that not be available, because that would be very unpleasant if that happens. And the woman said, this is the Ibero Hotel. We can do anything. We can do anything. How dare you question our ability to provide this for you? And I'm like, are you certain? Because I'm kind of nuts. Like, you really should, like, are you sure? You sure? You sure? I don't want to get to Mexico and find out this isn't the case. And she's just like, this is, I swear to you, like, on my father's grave. She didn't say that, but she was like, we can do it. Like, I promise you, this is 100% possible for us. This is very easy. We will get you your ribeye. And I was just like, you sure? She's like, yes. And then I decided to come here. So I come here, talk to them about it, and I get the whole thing sorted out. At first, they think that I need it cooked in salt and water, and then later on, they're like they're cooking on the grill, but the grill had like soybean oil on it. And then like various people I would talk to in this process. You're gonna see the other videos after this introduction. Various people I would talk to in the process would say things like they would be like, oh, like so then once it started being an issue, like I couldn't sleep for like days. And I'm like, guys, like, I need you guys to, like, take this seriously. I need the soy-free ribeye. And I start talking to them. They'd, like, some people, like, at the concierge would be like, oh, that's not possible. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, that's not possible. Not possible. Oh, it's possible, all right. Napoleon conquered Europe because he decided to. If I decide that I'm getting soy-free ribeye at this hotel, I am getting soy-free ribeye at this hotel. You do not understand the degree to which I need this. And they're just like, and they like get the manager and everything, and the manager like, and it's just like, and then like the manager, like they started talking to the manager a bit, and the manager's like, who told you that? Who told you that this was supposed to, like, I don't care who told me it's possible. I am here now. You assured me that this was possible. Make it happen. Or I will, like, I'll just go break. I just told him, I'm just going to break in and just cook the ribeyes myself. Like, this is going to happen. Like, this is happening. And eventually, like it did all come around. And this is the thing. So, I also, I wasn't sleeping. So, I was getting really irritated because I'm not sleeping. My wife's not sleeping. We have to take care of our kids here. It's hard. And they're just like they were acting like it was like a non-issue. Like literally at one point, like this one was like insisting that I like cancel some reservation they made for me at this Japanese restaurant. I'm like, I didn't make this reservation. I don't give a fuck about this reservation. I want my fucking steaks. Like who do I need to talk to? And I was like, I'll cook them myself. I will watch the chef cook them. I will do whatever I need to do. Like I am your guy. I'm trying to help you, help me. It's okay. I understand this is a weird request. And I just don't like any time that I didn't like how I felt like the request was not being taken seriously. I just did feel that way. I felt like the request was not being taken seriously. I felt like they're just like, what? So I got a little like, okay, I'm going to make a documentary on you guys. I'm just going to start doing that. Cause that's, for those of you who get it, you get it. Like, I don't know. This is something I'm being very open. I'm very open on this channel. I wasn't as open in my earlier videos. You can go watch my earlier videos. I'm not as open. I'm very open in the first video I ever made. I didn't sleep for 19 years one, because that's the only reason I made this, because I thought it could save people's lives. That's it. I wanted my suffering to mean something. I wanted to tell my story in a way that could help save people's lives. So I made that video. So now I'm gonna cut to the other two videos I made that were kind of the beginning of intimidation. It all worked out in the end though. And this is the thing, I think, I'll talk about this after. I'll cut the videos in, then they'll go. Okay, I just feel the need to say this because you definitely need some background information for the section because I'm so intense. I'm like, I will show you how to intimidate them. I sound like fucking Hitler or something. Like, so it just like I hadn't slept in 3 days. They were just telling me. It was like this language barrier, but it was like the language barrier and just like why did I feel the need to say that I'll show you how to intimidate them? Because I ultimately felt like they did not understand the depth of what was going on. Like, they're just like, it'll just be fine. It'll just be fine. Like, I'm just like, because there's also like they told me, so with the kitchen thing, specifically with the kitchen thing, they were like, yeah, you can watch them cook it in the kitchen. They even like offered this earlier, and I was like, not right now. I don't need to. And then they were like going back, and like the thing that was driving me crazy is the mixed messages. Like I heard one thing over the phone, heard one thing when I got there, heard another thing the next day, heard another and I wasn't sleeping, and I'm just like okay, like I'm going to make this your problem because it is your problem. Like this is already my problem, and like it's not. I was kind of getting to the point where I was basically like someone just better, because I'm trapped here. Like I'm stuck on the resort. You can't like leave because it's not safe off the resort. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Like I'm gonna go like get a freaking bus to like the grocery store and then like get a grill and like bring it here, because then they're gonna start being like, well, why do you have a grill here? And I'm gonna be like, because I need to cook it. Like at some point, it's like just what the fuck. So I was getting there, and I was preparing for war, and I didn't necessarily know if I was gonna release that video when I was filming. I was just like, just worst case scenario. I'm filming. I am going to like, because I was stuck here. My wife and I weren't sleeping. So anyway, now you can see those clips. Hopefully, I look a little less like Hitler. I'm just showing you guys. Fucking crazy when I don't sleep, man. Okay, everyone. So I've just talked to all the chefs and everything, talked to the managers about the problem with the soy ribeye, and they've assured me it won't be an issue, but I cannot watch them cook the steak. So I'm just putting this out there, just filming this right now, just so that if there is a problem, if I don't sleep again tonight, my wife doesn't sleep again tonight, I'm going to show you all how to raise hell for hotel management. This is how to get what you want when people promised you that you would be able to get something in a foreign country and then they decide not to deliver. I will show you how to intimidate them, partially by making this documentary on the problems of the Ibero-Star Hotel. This has to be captured for posterity. So tell me what you were telling me about the Ibero-Star Hotel.
Floor of my prison, everything is vegetable oil. I can't sleep because it's all vegetable oil. And they don't have like 2-bedroom rooms, so I have to suffer every time my child wakes up. I can't ignore them crying.
Yeah, and they told us that the food would not have soybean oil. They told us to be able to give us food without soybean oil.
And everything is soybean oil.
Yes. So now you've seen my little crazy escapade, my little like descent into holy shit, don't fuck with me. But it's just a matter of like I trusted these people to like I trusted them with my family, to bring my family here. I brought my family to a foreign country. I can't leave the hotel. It's not safe off the hotel. I can't leave here anywhere else to go get food. I can't cook it in the kitchen myself. I trusted them. Just like people trust me when they do business with me. And I honor that trust. Here's a crazy thing. So I got my hair cut. Got my beard and everything trimmed up. You can go look at the other video. It wasn't as clean cut. I got my hair cut at this barbershop over here. I'm going to show you guys. This is like how much trust means to me. So I got my haircut at this barbershop. I'll actually be there in like a second because I just happen to be in the area. It's a beautiful complex for this hotel. So, so basically, barbershop right here. Got my haircut here. And they didn't take, I couldn't use my hotel. I couldn't charge to the room. I didn't have any money on me. So I was like, hey man, I have to go back to the room and get money. I could tell he just thought I was going to rip him off. He was like, oh, you can't charge it to the hotel. It's different. It's apart from the hotel. I'm like, so I just ran back to my room, got him money, came back, tipped him $5. It's like, hey man, pays to trust Evan Young. It pays to trust Evan Young. I want him to know that. And that's kind of like how I do business. That's how I expect people to do business with me. So when they were, and a lot of this was the language barrier. Like this was like a lot of what I was realizing the issue was. So this is kind of like the moral of the story. Is like lead with understanding. Whoever wants peace should be ready for war, but like be ready for peace too. So I was kind of gearing up for like, and really all I wanted to do was just communicate to them that this is a real problem for me. Like this is not some fleeting fancy. I am suffering and dying here, and I trusted you to make sure this didn't happen. I needed that to come across because that's what I'm experiencing. So what I did is, well, first, like, actually, I did sleep last night, which is nice because they did actually get it right. Says patient and everything. They did get it right. Like they did. And I had to go a little crazy. Like I did have to go a little crazy to actually get them to understand. I mean, maybe I could have gone in for like trying to like do some Spanish. I have like a bit of high school Spanish and stuff. And I was trying to do a little bit of that, but I had to like use like a translating app and a Spanish dictionary and stuff to like pre-prepare sentences because I'm not that good, but I can understand it. And if I have the words for myself pre-prepared, then I can do it. And that's what I was gearing up to do. This morning, I was like laying in bed and slept like 2 hours because it takes a little while for the soybean oil to get out of my system. And now they're cooking it on a different pan. And it's all fine. It's all good. And I was just so happy. I was like, thank you guys. I tipped everyone involved. And I'm just like, mucho gracias. Estoy contento. Like you have saved my life. Like, thank you. And that's all, again, it's like, I just wanted them to do it right so I could encourage the correct thing so that I didn't have to suffer because I don't like suffering like that. It's just terrible. Like my wife, essentially it's horrible seeing my wife go through it because I'm kind of used to it, but like she's really not. So she's just like, ah. And yeah, so how do I get over? I think I get over this way. I want to go over. I'll probably just like calisthenics. Looking for somewhere to do calisthenics. I like doing my calisthenics. Grease the groove, baby. Do my half squats because my knee mobility is just kind of poopy. But basically, though, I don't know. I was kind of gearing up for war, and I communicated to them, and it was all good. Like it was all good. It was just, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my whole goal was just to like get the thing that I was promised, and that's all I wanted. All I wanted was the ribeye, and I was thinking about it, and this is like before I even knew if I was going to sleep or not. Oh, there's my wife. I think that anger is unfairly demonized in our culture. I think anger is it's very productive. As long as you're not directing it at people. You're not like, you. That's not productive because like people are people doing people things. And for the most part, they'll help you if you can communicate to them what you need. But you need to, anger is good when anger focuses you. Like you're like, I am incredibly focused on getting this done. Communicate that to people. Like, look, I'm just so focused on getting this done. It's divisive, but it's divisive in the sense of it divides people into those who are helping you get the thing done and those who aren't helping you get the thing done. If people who aren't helping you get the thing done find that offensive, I do have this golden rule. Everyone who disagrees with you can go fuck themselves. Because they don't have to live your life at the end of the day. Like, I respect everyone. Like, people are all people. We're all made in the image of God. even the people who engage in permissive parenting and who criticize me in the comments on YouTube videos, thank you for boosting engagement, by the way. I have nothing but good things to say about those people. Like, even those people who, like, criticize me in the YouTube comment section, and they're like, this guy, blah, 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 blah. Thank you for boosting engagement. I love all people. Because people are cool. Like, you know, like, people are like water. It's like, you can't get mad at water. And ultimately, like, there's a bug. Ultimately, it's like people are like pieces of wood. Like, some pieces of wood are good for kindling, some pieces of wood are good for like building doors, other pieces of wood are good for building scaffolding, other pieces of wood are good for like carving, other pieces of wood you might build a musical instrument out of, etc., etc., etc. Like, there's just everything in its place. And I think that ultimately anger gets a bad rap because people are afraid of anger, but anger is very productive as long as you're not directing it at people. And I think that we should remain in touch with our anger, because without anger, like, my wife was willing to accept that she was just going to not sleep with me. She's like, yes, we was not sleep. I'm like, no, they promised. And they're happy that they can meet my demands and what they promised, and I'm happy, and I tip them well. They're happy. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, it's a 5-star resort. I have 5-star expectations. I think that anger when those aren't met is perfectly valid, but it should always be anger with empathy. Anger with empathy. I'm angry, but I empathize with you. And I just like to get this done, but I really need to get it done. But I empathize with you, but I need to get this done. But I empathize with you. If you can't help me, get me someone who can help me, or I'll just go get them. But I'm going to get this done, and don't distract me with minutia. I think this is all good. So ultimately, though, I would say Iberostar is definitely 5-star resort, but you gotta know Spanish. Like, you gotta be able to, like, be a little patient, communicate. Like, hablo de español makes a little sense that you're going to Mexico. It's the Iberostar. Yeah, it's the Iberostar. You gotta know Spanish. But the thing is, because, like, Iberian Peninsula, like Spain. So it's like, you gotta know Spanish. But working with them in Spanish, talking to them, taking the time to communicate, it all works out in the end. There wasn't a need for me to turn this into an aggressive documentary about shit. But I'm going to leave that in here because you can see the evolution. You can see the peace in my heart now that I've slept a little bit. Now, like, it's good. It's all good. I think it's, you can see the growth, hopefully, like the emotional growth, even in the span of this one video. Like, wow, I went from like, to like, at peace. And I just ate another ribeye steak they brought back to the room. Oh God, they're so good. I'm gonna go sleep tonight. We'll do a little calisthenics and sleep tonight.